whose soldiers possess the courage of the Maccabees of old, and whose people possess an iron will to defend ourselves in our ancestral home. A world without Israel, ladies and gentlemen, was a world where the Jewish people were victims, eternal victims. A world with Israel is a world where the Jewish people refuse to be victims ever again. A world without Israel was also a world where the Jews had no safe haven. For 2 millennia, Jews facing persecution were forced to flee or were thrown out of places where they lived. England, France, Spain, Portugal, and many other places. Sometimes we had no escape from our oppressors. We were hunted in one land, and the gates of another land were closed shut. The depths to which the Jewish people's dependency on the goodwill of others had sunk became clear in a conference held in Evian, France, in 1938. President Roosevelt organized that conference under intense pressure to do something about the growing Jewish refugee problem in Europe. Now, when all these nations assembled there, all the delegates from all these nations, Hitler made clear to all of them that they were free to take all the Jews, or the criminals, as he called them. Here's what Hitler said, quote, "We, on our part, are ready to put all these criminals at the disposal of these countries. For all I care, even on luxury ships." That's Hitler in 1938. But virtually no one took the Jews. With the gates of what was then called Palestine closed by the British, and with quotas on the immigration of Jews to America, the Jews were trapped. 6 million were murdered, 1/3 of the Jewish people. That's the equivalent of over 100 million Americans. And if you can't wrap your mind around that number, imagine a 9/11 every day for a century. That's what the Holocaust did to the Jewish people. You know, it amazes me time and again how people think that the Jewish people are fixated on the Holocaust. What is remarkable about the Jewish people is how quickly we moved past the Holocaust, how we rebuilt our national life in the face of such a horrific catastrophe. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the recent attacks on Jews in Europe bring back horrible memories. Jewish cemeteries and synagogues are desecrated. Jewish children are gunned down at school in Toulouse. Jews are murdered at a grocery store in Paris. And people are asking themselves many questions about the rising tide of anti-Semitism in Europe. But I'll tell you something. No one is asking one question. Where are those Jews going to go? They are not asking that question because Israel is the answer. Unlike the past, Jews don't have to worry whether some country will deign to take us in. Today, we get to decide. We get to decide whether to stay in the countries that we call home or whether to return at long last to our national home. Now, you should all appreciate what having that choice means, not just for the Jews of France or for the Jews of Ukraine. You should appreciate what that means for you as Jewish Americans. Now, I'm not an Israeli ambassador who goes around telling Jewish Americans to make Aliyah, and I don't intend to do so tonight. Now, there are many reasons why I can give you to make Aliyah. There's the daily excitement of living in Israel, and to get a sense of how exciting a place Israel is to live in, just understand and appreciate that Israelis go to Manhattan to unwind. There is also a very deep sense of meaning that comes with living in Israel. meaning that comes with knowing that you are part of the Jewish past and also part of the Jewish future. But I believe that making Aliyah is a personal choice for every Jew, and